And then to open our class, bring yourself into your most comfortable position. On the mat, you can bring in any pillows, blankets, or any other supports. We will be here for a few minutes, so make sure that you are comfortable. Each time we practice yoga, we devote some time to ourselves. Become aware that this is your time, your space, and you will move through this class in your own way. I will give you lots of guidance, as always. But make sure you keep that connection to your body. If anything doesn't feel right, if you experience pain or compression at any point, know that you can strengthen your body-mind connection by listening, responding, and adjusting as needed. Closing down your eyes if you haven't already. Begin to observe your breath. Slow and steady inhales and exhales. See if you can match the length and find a depth that feels good, energizing, but not strained. Each inhale allows space. Each exhale lets go of anything that we don't want to carry. For now, we could use a deep sigh to really let go. Adding in these cleansing breaths at any point in the class. Now bring the awareness, your focus, to the center of your forehead. The area just between and above your eyebrows. Imagine that you have a small ball of glowing light. And imagine that you can feel it gently tingling and bringing this spacious feeling to a very specific point in your forehead. With your next inhale, imagine that you're breathing in through this space and fill up from the bowl of your pelvis, completely filling your torso. Exhale, gently let go, breathing out through that space in your forehead. Take at least 2 more breaths like this, using the breath to rinse, gather up, and then let go. You can release the visualization, but let's see if we can keep that spacious feeling in the forehead. Return to a slow and steady breath. And become aware of your extremities all the way to your fingers and toes. Whichever position you find yourself in right now, just begin some gentle wiggles. Reaching through the arms and legs, maybe rocking your head side to side. Stretching and awakening slowly. Remember, we aren't here to do by the book shapes. And what I mean is, move into a position that feels good to you. I will give you guidance, but don't worry too much about how it looks. If we're lying on our back, you can bend the legs, plant the feet, and then draw the legs in towards your chest, continuing to breathe. From here, we can hold onto the legs and take a few rocks up and down the spine. We're going to meet in a comfortable seat to start with. And then move the legs out the way. Whenever you're moving in your own way, maintain that space. Move slowly. We're going to stack the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips for a neutral tabletop. Whenever we can in practice, keep buoyancy in the joints. So right now, soften your elbows, relax your jaw. As we inhale, lift the crown of your head, stick your bum up and back, and allow the belly to relax towards the floor, open out. As you exhale, move to a cat stretch, push the earth away. Round your spine. Inhale, lift head, lift your bum. Imagine the back of your head and your tailbone are being magnetized towards each other. Softening the elbows and pressing your heart forward. And then as you exhale, imagine your forehead and your pelvis are being magnetized. Take a couple more breaths, move slowly. As we flow through this class, we'll try to keep moving slowly, allowing maximum time for your body and mind to absorb what we're doing. You get to see all of the finer details, but also adding in that little bit of extra challenge physically. Opening up gently through the spine here. For the next few breaths, I invite you to move freely. You can rock side to side, backwards and forwards. Make any gentle undulations and waves with your spine. Keep breathing. Maybe close your eyes, visualize that you are breathing through that space in your forehead. And follow your inner signals. Floating through space. Imagine that you are moving just like in a slow motion video. You feel the ripple of activation as you move. And actions like this strengthen the connection between the body and mind, because you're just listening to the signals from within, being guided by them and responding to them. So from here, draw your hips backwards. Come down into child's pose and support your head. You can stack your fists up, use a pillow, or bring your forehead to the floor. If child's pose isn't comfortable for you, you can lie on your belly or sit up into a seat. Relax your shoulders and take a single breath in. Exhale, sigh through your mouth. Once again, become aware of that place at the center of your forehead, your third eye. Take a breath in through that space. And as you exhale, relax your face and your shoulders, drawing the space further into your body. So from here, let's walk forward, keep breathing as we move into a tabletop. Mindfully place your hands down. Feel the ground with the palms. You can tuck your toes here. I'm going to give you the option for a downward facing dog, or you can stay in tabletop. The transition is pretty similar. So for down dog, toes are tucked, elbows are a little bit bent. Inhale to look down between your hands and lengthen your spine. And then again, slow motion, lift the knees up, push the earth away. Draw the hips back. And what we're really kind of aiming for here is a neutral spine. So you can bend the knees as much as you like. You can float the shoulders forward if needed. Give yourself time, maybe walk out the legs. And find the down dog of this moment. Moving towards lining your neutral spine up with your arms to create a kind of handstand in your upper body. With your next inhale, look forward, bend the knees deeply. And then exhale, travel to the top of the mat in your own way. Walking the feet forward, walking the hands back. And then walking forward. Hopping or stepping. When we get to the top, bring the feet hips width and straight away bend the knees, lift up halfway, and inhale as you press your hands into your thighs to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, bend your knees but keep the shape in the upper body. Drop your bum down and lift your head up. Inhale, lift your arms up, chair pose. And then exhale, straighten your legs, connect to the palms, and draw them down to the center of your heart. Relax your face, find the space, and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, relax the arms down by your sides. Before we begin to move, let's find a strong base in mountain pose. Connect to the soles of your feet. Connect them to the earth. Move awareness up your body and soften your knees. Allow the hips to drop towards the earth. And then from here, allow your spine to grow up in the opposite direction. It is securely anchored down. Let your shoulders relax, but lift your chest just a little bit. Lift your chin for a moment to air out your throat. And then drop the chin back down, resting in a natural place. Mountain pose, our steady, stable, and calming presence. Now moving with the breath, inhale, lift your arms up slowly for a full body stretch. You can add in a tiny back bend if you like, bending the knees and lifting your heart. Exhale, draw the palms together, draw them down, and lift your left heel up. Option to lift the left foot and practice a balance. Keep the right knee bent. Now keep breathing. Start to step back. You can take one big step or lots of little ones. And bend both knees for a moment into a lunge. Now straighten through your legs. Turn the feet to parallel. And with your next inhale, lift the arms up high. This is our 5-pointed star pose, so you can turn the toes out if you like. Hands are reaching in opposite directions. Try and make yourself really big, take up space. One more inhale here, reach and fill, create even more space. And then exhale, option to drop the hips. Knees move in the same direction as the toes for goddess pose. Squatting down just for the exhale. And then inhale, charge through your heels, reach up through your arms and straighten through the legs. As we exhale now, bring the right hand to the right hip. Turn the right toes in and the left toes towards the back of the mat. We'll keep breathing here, we'll soften through the knees. And then slowly begin to tip, so you're reaching your left fingers towards the left toes. And you're pushing the right hip back into the right hand. Lower down until you find your edge, and then lower the left hand down for support on the leg or on the floor. As you inhale, try to turn the chest open and maybe lift your right arm up. Good. In triangle pose, take an inhale, attempt to soften your knees. And then as we exhale, use your feet to turn your upper body towards the left leg. So the right toes turn in even more. You can bring both hands down together to support you on your left leg. Maybe the fingertips are on the floor. Wherever you find yourself, inhale and lengthen your spine. As we exhale, bend into your front knee. Lift the back heel, so we move into a runner's lunge. Keep breathing. I'll give you the option to lift your left arm up for a twist. So your right hand can be down on the floor. You can come up for support on the thigh. And you can even modify by lowering your back knee. We just want to twist to the left. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring both hands back to the top of the mat. Drop your right knee down. And then rock yourself back just as far as feels good. You can walk the hands back. You might want to lift the left toes up. And maybe bring the hands onto the left thigh for support. Good. Half splits pose, charge the hips back, heart forward. Stay for a breath. Stay for an exhale. And then inhale, rock yourself forwards. Plant the left foot. Bend the left knee and lift your hands up. Low crescent lunge. So from here, again, focus on your feet. You can bring the hands down to your left thigh. Lift your right knee and drop the right heel. I'll give you a couple of options here. You can take a side angle pose where the left elbow connects to the thigh. You can maybe reach the right arm over the ear. If you like, you can move this into a side squat, bending deeply into the left leg, dropping the hips and lifting the right toes. You can do something a bit in between with your bum lifted and the hands down to the inside of the left foot. Good. Power through the legs for an inhale. Lengthen through the right leg especially. And then as we exhale, we're going to travel through the middle. Use your feet, parallel them to each other, and maybe walk your hands through the center or bring the hands onto the thighs. We're going to make this shape on the other side. Turn the right toes out, bend the right knee, keep breathing, and either connect the elbow for a side angle, reaching the left arm up and over, or bring the hands to the inside of the foot, or drop it down for an extended side lunge. Wherever we find ourselves, hopefully we're pointing back towards the top of the mat. One more inhale. One more exhale. Next breath in, use your feet again. Bring both hands to frame the front foot or place them onto the thigh, and turn all of your toes to face the top of the mat. Drop your left knee down. With your next inhale, lift the hands up. Air it out for a low crescent lunge. Good. And exhale, lower your hands. Rock the hips back. Find that half split, supporting yourself in the way that's right for your body right now. We'll stay for an extra breath, going super slowly this first time through. It's important that you keep the front leg active, maybe using the action of pressing the heel into the earth. So as we breathe in now, rock yourself forwards. You can frame the front foot or hands on thigh as you lift the back knee. From here, left hand stays down. Inhale to lift the right arm up for a twist. Exhale, slowly lower the right hand down. Come back to your runner's lunge. And then inhale, drop your left heel, and maybe lift your left arm up. Maybe straighten through the right leg, climbing up onto it for support. Entering our triangle kind of from the ground up, so it might be a little more awkward than lowering. Give yourself some extra support and time to get into the shape, and try to soften both of your legs. From here, take one more inhale. Now to rise up, we are going to bend into the right leg. Maybe use it for support. And then rise all the way up, paralleling the feet and reaching the arms wide. Let's stay for an extra round of breath in 5 pointed star pose, feeling the space. As we exhale now, option to turn the toes out, drop the hips and bend the knees for goddess pose. Dropping down slowly. Inhale, charge through your legs, reach up through your hands. So this time we're going to turn the feet to the back of the mat. Bending into both knees for a moment, high lunge. With your next exhale, reach forward and take a step, meeting in mountain pose at the back of your mat. So, re-establish your mountain, strong connected lower body, light and free upper body, and then allow yourself a few moments to just feel. Closing the eyes and tuning into any shimmering, sensations of circulation, heat, or anything else that you can observe right now. As we move around the mat, we're going into lots of different positions. And it takes time. With each practice, we will maybe move through with a little more freedom. And the best way that we can really absorb something new is to become present with it. Keep your mind in this moment, keep observing what you're doing. And without actively trying to document or remember, just stay in the moment as much as you can. This way the body and mind will do that work for you, absorbing and adapting. So we'll go through this again. As always, give yourself extra steps or extra breaths wherever you need them. Inhale, reach up through the hands for a full body stretch. Exhale, weight into left foot. Draw the hands down and maybe pick the right heel or the right foot up. As you breathe in, slowly start to step back. Move into a lunge position with both knees bent. And then as you inhale, straighten through the legs. Turn the feet to parallel each other. And then reach the arms up into 5-pointed star. Good. As we exhale, option to drop the hips down. Toes and knees are in the same line. And then inhale, press through the legs, reach the arms up. Once again into your star pose. So this time, turn the right toes towards the top of the mat. Left toes in. Left hand to left hip and reach the right fingers forward. Moving yourself into triangle pose, supporting with the right arm. And with your next inhale, lift up through your left arm. Good. Stay for an extra round of breath. Soften the knees. And then with your next exhale, look down towards the foot. Bend into your front leg. And bring the left hand down. Lift the left heel up. Next inhale, reach your right arm up for a twist. Remember, you can place this left hand wherever you like. And you can also lower the left knee. Next exhale, let's drop that left knee now. Bring both hands down and rock the hips backwards, just as far as you want to go. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale brings you forward. Option to lift the hands up and air out into a low crescent lunge. Now exhale, bring the hands down either to your thigh or to the inside of the right foot. Move either into side angle pose by dropping the left heel and lifting your left arm, or lift your left toes and keep moving into an extended squat. You can choose anything in between here. And let's take one more inhale. One more exhale. Now, as we breathe in, we'll move through the center. Try and keep a neutral spine as you parallel your feet. You can walk the hands through or keep them on your thighs. And then bend into your left leg. Turn the right toes towards the left. And move into either extended side angle or your squat on the left side. One more inhale. As we exhale, use the feet, turn your chest towards the back of the mat. You can frame the front foot as you drop that back knee. Rock your hips backwards just as far as feels good. And then as we inhale, rock forwards, lift the hands up, air out into a low crescent. From here, exhale, bring the hands down, lift the back knee. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, option to straighten through the front leg just a little bit. And then inhale, rock the hips forward, lift your left arm up for a twist. Exhale, left hand can come down to left thigh. Drop the right heel, start to straighten through your left leg. And see if you can open your chest up and out into triangle pose. Find your way of moving in, where you can support yourself. And keep your slow, steady breath. One more inhale here. Now exhale, look down at the floor, bend into your left leg, and use this to rise up slowly. Straighten through your legs, parallel the feet. Next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, point the toes out and squat down into your goddess pose. Inhale, straighten through the legs, slow motion. And now exhale, let's turn to the top of the mat. Bending both legs, moving into a lunge for a moment, and then stepping to the top in your own way. Allow the soles of your feet to become soft. And observe any energy that you are beginning to awaken. This is what is known as a moon flow or moon salutation, coinciding with the full moon we had a couple of days ago. And it's really supposed to be like a cooler, softer version of a sun salutation, but I find it's challenging in different ways. Each time we move, we orbit the mat. And remember that as we move through each individual pose, each flow, each orbit, we ourselves are going to need to adapt and move with our own phases. For 3 breaths, visualize that space in your forehead. Maybe connect to it by picturing a small glowing light. And visualize your breath moving in and out of this space. So as we inhale now, you can bring your arms wide or cactus them. Heart moves forward, shoulders and arms move back just a little bit. And as you exhale, wrap the arms around yourself with the right arm underneath the left. You can twizzle the arms so you have a double wrap, or bring the backs of the hands together. And then drop the weight into your right foot. Bend the knee, inhale to lift your elbows up to shoulder height. And then keep them there, exhale, maybe lift your left heel, maybe lift the left foot. As you breathe in, take a step back, either one big one or lots of little ones. First of all, finding a lunge and then dropping your back heel, squaring the hips towards the top of the mat, so we're in warrior one with an eagle bind in our arms. Feel the power in your legs, the activation in your upper body. And inhale, press through the feet to lift the elbows a little higher as you tip back. As we exhale, option to stay or dive forward, slowly lowering down. You can lean on this leg for support. If you'd like to practice building strength, try to hover. Maybe if it's just for a moment, you're floating to the inside of the right leg. The fingers can point off to a diagonal. They don't need to be perfectly in line with your foot. One more inhale here. One more exhale, stay strong in your legs. So next breath in, let's start to rise up. Untangle our arms and we're moving straight to warrior two. So we open the body out to the side, maybe widen the stance, arms parallel to the floor. Stay for the exhale, bend into the front knee. And then inhale, reverse your warrior by dropping the left hand and reaching the right hand up. As we exhale this time, slowly float your hands down to frame the front foot. Lift the back heel and take a big breath to step or slide the right foot back to meet the left in downward facing dog. If you like, you can lift the right foot straight up into the sky for a 3-leg dog. And stay for an extra breath. As you look forward, we're going to step up if the leg is already lifted, bend the right knee in towards the chest, and step it through to the top of the mat. Now crawling the fingers forward just a little bit, press down through the right heel. We have the option here to practice standing split. So if you would like to bring something under your hands to get a bit more height, like a cushion, rolled up blanket or some books, make sure it's stable. You can keep the left toes on the floor, or you can start to charge up and back through the left heel. Aim for a neutral spine. And try to make both legs as active as each other. It's really important this left leg stays switched on. Whew. We'll work on this and over time develop it into a half moon. So with your next exhale, see how slowly you can lower the left foot down to meet the right. Keep breathing. And when your feet meet, soften over the legs. And allow yourself a round of breath. Next breath in, lift up halfway, hands onto the thighs. As you exhale, keep the shape of your upper body but bend your knees. Drop your bum and lift your head. Inhale, lift your arms up, keep your bum low. And exhale, draw the palms down through your center as you straighten your legs. Now inhale, move the hands wide, still moving slowly. And then exhale, hug yourself and wrap your left arm underneath the right. You can do this, you can twizzle the arms, bringing the palms together or the backs of the hands. As you inhale, lift the elbows, maybe up to the shoulders. And then exhale, lift the right heel, maybe lift the right foot. Next breath in, take one step or lots of little steps all the way back, starting in a lunge and then dropping the right heel down. See if here you can turn the right side body towards the top of the mat, bend into your left knee, and find warrior one with eagle bind arms. Charge through the feet. With your next inhale, maybe lean back a little bit, lifting the fingers. And then exhale, dive down. Remember, you can support yourself or you can float to the inside of your left leg. Stay strong in your legs, keep sending them breath. And then with your next inhale, start to rise up, unwind your arms, and open out to warrior two. You can adjust your stance, make it a bit wider, taking up lots of space. Next inhale, reverse your warrior slowly. And then exhale, follow the breath forwards, frame your front foot and lift your back heel. As we breathe in, step back, down dog or 3-leg down dog. And then stay for an exhale. Stay for an inhale. Next breath out, look to the top of the mat and step up in your own way. Maybe connect the thigh to your body and then move the body forward. Or step the foot just behind the hands. You can walk the hands even further forward if you like. Press down through your left heel and just as strongly press up through the right. You can look underneath your body to see if the toes are pointing down. And see if you can maintain your standing split for 1 breath. Now, as we exhale, lower down. You can fold over the legs and just become really soft. Allowing the upper body to unravel. And allowing yourself a few moments to feel. With the next inhale, lift up halfway. As we exhale, bend the knees and bring your bum down. We all have different ways of doing this. It's another place to move through mindfully. Just coming down onto our bum in our own way, either lowering to the knees, backwards to our bum, or coming down using our own unique method. Excuse me. Once we have found our seat, let's meet at the top of the mat. Make sure you have space behind you. Hold on to your shins. And as you inhale, draw your heart forward. Draw the knees apart. As you exhale, draw the knees together. You can round your spine and draw the heart back. Imagine cat-cow in your seat. Inhale, move forward. Knees part. Exhale, follow your breath. Knees together, round your spine gently. Now take a few more rounds of breath like this. Swaying softly. And once again, kind of allowing yourself to tune in. Being guided purely by your inner feelings. With our next inhale, keep the knees together, but pull your torso towards them. Lift the heart up. As you exhale, option to roll down slowly. You can hold on to the legs for support. Or if you would like that extra challenge, hover your arms, lower down and keep breathing. When your shoulders have softly connected with the earth, you can bring the feet in and we'll practice a few gentle inversions here. So essentially we're turning ourselves upside down, so if you know where you want to go, please go ahead. I'll walk through some options as always. So lying on our back, we can bring the feet wide and the knees together. Relax the back body. And we can actually stay in this gentle inversion all the way through to the end of your relaxation. You can modify this by bringing supports under your legs, or you can go up to a wall, straighten your legs up and rest the heels onto it. You can also just float your legs up freely, but we will have to come down from here before the relaxation if the legs aren't supported. Spending just a few minutes upside down can bring us some really positive health benefits. And it's all down to movement, using gravity to move everything down to our deepest layers in the opposite direction. This kind of stimulation and movement has been proven to keep our organs and tissues healthy. It also offers us a chance to change our physical perspective, which, just like a change of scenery, can help us to see things differently in our experience. Allow your legs a few more moments of freedom if they're floating. They have worked really hard for us today. I do kind of feel like sun salutations involve a lot more upper body. Moon salutations use our legs, which usually are stronger to begin with. But it gives us a whole different aspect when moving through the sequence. Give your legs a few more moments to relax and heal. And then if you would like to come down, slowly draw the legs into your chest. You can hug the shins in. If you're staying in your supported position, just get yourself really comfortable. Get a head start. So from here, rock yourself gently from side to side, massage over your back. Take a few more controlled breaths. And then with your next exhale, come to the center and draw your forehead towards your knees. Next inhale, slowly lower down. Release your legs and drop your feet to the floor. Slide yourself now into your final relaxation position. We're aiming for a neutral spine and lots of support for the body. So for you might want to take a seat. You might want to lie down. Try not to rush into any of the postures without taking some time to feel. When you get there, close your eyes. Feel the softness of your eyelids move into your eyes and into the rest of your face, softening and releasing all expression. Allow your breath to become softer. Your throat and your shoulders begin to soften and let go. Feel this ripple effect of relaxation moving from your eyes into your face, into the rest of your head, into the throat, down through the neck, into your shoulders. follow these waves of softening down through your arms and your torso. And all the way down into your legs, to the soles of the feet. Soften fully into the support of the earth. And allow the support of an entire planet to allow the rest of your body to relax and soften. Feel the sensation of being carried, lifted, and supported. Now move awareness to the center of your forehead, in the space just above and between your eyebrows. Visualize a small, glowing ball of light, sparkling in any color or colors that appear to you. Feel this ball of energy as gentle tingling, as its healing, shimmering light cleanses every cell that it touches. Visualize the shimmering light expanding, bringing space, and taking this space, healing energy, and shimmering sensations out into the rest of your skull. Just as with the wave of softening, visualize the shimmering light slowly moving through your head, your neck, and traveling down towards your feet. Noticing that everything this light touches truly lets go and is able to enter a deeper state of healing. Follow this visualization of your shimmering light traveling down through the torso and arms. Imagine you can feel the gentle sparkling sensation. This light moves through your torso, your hips, and down into your legs. This shimmering, healing light travels all the way to the soles of your feet. See if you can observe the feeling, the tingling, or imagine that you can physically feel this energy in the soles of your feet, the palms of your hands, and the center of your forehead. Focused, see if you can become aware of all 5 points at once: feet, hands, and forehead. Everything within this space continues to be immersed in golden, shimmering light, or whichever color appears to you. As we are at home, I invite you to stay within your relaxation until the body and mind tells you that they are ready to move again. Keep the awareness away from your mind and continue to visualize your entire being steeping in this healing light. Keeping an awareness on the 5 points and just allowing yourself to be. Devote this time to yourself. You have a few more minutes of music, so I will give you some space. Thank you again so much for joining me. I will see you soon on the mat.